Okay guys, we've got our orange crush solenoid from Pirate, and we've got everything kind of hooked up here. So let me valve the bottle on. Okay, got no leak at the solenoid. Let me turn the power on. We have power, got a ground. Let's see if we got any. Got about 700 psi bottle pressure. There we go. Got to get the line all purged out. There it goes. That's what we're looking for. All right, well, now our next order of business. And again, that's not leaking, that's just frosting up. It's humid as crap out here. It's Florida, it's always humid. Our next order of business will be to, we're going to take the fuel rail loose, because the way this thing fits down in here, the fuel rail actually has to go on top of it. So we'll do that, and then we'll bolt our upper intake on and mount our solenoids and kind of see, you know, how all that fitment's going to work, and then we'll start wiring it up, and you know, then it'll be time to change the plugs and set the timing and be ready for, you know, testing it out. So all right, I should say I'm more excited. It's just it's been a long weekend already, so you know, but we're getting there slowly but surely. We'll be running this thing before you know it. So all right, well, let me shut you off real quick, kind of get things ready to go to bolt the plate and intake down. All right, we'll be back. All right, we've got our actually, I think that's going to work better like that. I think it's going to work better like that. Okay guys, we've got our that's Mountain Dew right there, see that? Yeah, see yellow gold, baby. It's also insanely humid out here. I keep saying that. You guys are just gonna get tired of hearing it, or even more tired of hearing it. Anyway, we unhooked everything over here, just take the fuel rail, pulled it off. We got our plate set down. We just got a few bolts just place holding it. We got the fuel rail back on. Now we're going to I think we will hook everything back up, and then we'll put our upper intake on, set it on, hook the fuel rails back up, set our upper intake on, and kind of figure out where our solenoids are going to end up sitting and stuff like that. We may have to do a little bending and tweaking. And again, this is, at least in my mind, this is a temporary setup. So some of the stuff we're doing is, you know, we'll probably use wire nuts to screw everything together. Ultimately, that's not how you want to do it. But since we're probably not going to leave it on, we're going to take it off after a few track, if it, you know, whatever. We're just we're kind of temporarily putting it in. So let's get back to work. put something to protect that right there. And let's get back to work and hook some of this stuff up. Get some of this stuff. Oh, that was smart. Yeah, guys, don't listen to what I'm doing, because I'm not the brightest candle, not by a long shot, not by a long shot. So, all right, like I say, we've go. Yeah. There we go. Got all hooked up. All right, and we'll get the other side hooked up here, and then we'll set our intake, another gasket, and set our intake on, and kind of see where we're at. All right. This is what happens. It starts raining, gets everything moist and wet. Just garbage. It's just garbage. Okie pokey, fellas. We've got our upper intake on. As you can see, we've got our fuel solenoid mounted. We had to use a nut for a little spacer. And looks like it's gonna clear everything, not interfere with anything. We've also got our nitrous solenoid mounted up. Yeah, that's electrical tape. Gotta love it, right? So now, one of the things we really got to do is, sorry, this is so shaky. Is we got to wire it all up. We got to get our micro switch out. We got to get a relay. And then we've got to get our purge button deal in there. So we just got to kind of get all that figured out and do some clickety clicks, and still got to get a set of plugs. And I'd like to probably change the oil in it also. Put some 50 weight in it, something a little thicker. Maybe give the bearings a little bit of help when this thing nitrous kit starts beating down on those bearings. So anyway, but we are making progress. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we'll have, well, whether you may or may not have seen the video of Pirate Mike, he took his AOD car up there. And if you've seen the video, you kind of know how things turned out. If you haven't seen the video, well, we're hoping we have a better showing than he did. How about that? So, all right, let's get off here. Get back to work, start fiddling a little bit more. All righty, we're out. What are you doing, bro? You coming to the shop to do some work? Huh? Really? What? Okay. Let's do some work. Okay, this is what a real hot mess looks like. We've got our switch on. We've got, we just got it so we can check it. And we've got our purge into the motor. I'm going to assume that you can hear that. And then we've got our throttle switch. I'm going to assume you can hear that. Oh boy. And you know, when people say the wiring looks like a rat's nest, well, in our case it looks like the rat did the wiring. So it's a mess. It's got wire nuts. It just kind of goes. There we go. Sorry about the camera shot. Everything is checking good, tested good. Just got to secure our relay. We used a different one. That other one was damaged. We got one out of the junkyard that we've got in our little collection, so we got it all wired up. So our next step is getting a little late, so we'll probably do that tomorrow, where we'll hook the bottle up, and we got to change the plugs and a few other little things. But we're making progress. I know this has been like like a glacier, the way this part of the project has moved along at the speed of a glacier. So hopefully it'll be moving along the speed of an avalanche once we get it all wired up, or all finished up. So, all right, well, let me get back to work. All right, we're back out here. Hold on, not just us. Look, see him sitting over there? He's over there outside the fence, out in the dog park, regulating, daring a dog to come walking through there, licking himself. So anyway, hopefully I've set you guys back down the right spot. Anyway, we're out here barely moving along on our nitrous project. We've got one of the last things to do. Got to change the plugs. Yes, I bought 4 extras in case we nip one. And we've got to change the plugs, bump the timing back, put some super unleaded in it. We'll be kind of ready, I think. On a side note, we've got a package, and let me open this. This should be hopefully the final piece of the puzzle that will allow us, or not allow us, but keep us out of trouble. These are a set of, see how they fit. See how I like them. Ugh, kind of stiff. Well, a set of gloves. So for whatever reason, our track is a stickler for gloves. If you've got nitrous, they want you to have gloves. Doesn't matter if it's got a scatter shield or anything else, just as long as you've got these on. So while these, by the letter of the law, are not 100% legal because they're not SFI certified, they are close enough to a racing glove that maybe we can slip through without them noticing, or whatever, without looking at them too closely. They'll see that we have them on with our driving jacket and stuff, and they have a label. These are actually karting gloves. These were about the cheapest. They were $20 shipped, or free shipping, or whatever. These are about the cheapest I could find that look like a racing, you know what I mean? They look the part, you know. So this will allow us to hopefully keep the tech guys off our backs. Plus, we've been going to the track quite a bit and have been fostering some good relations with the owner, his son, the tech guy, you know, the tech people, the staging, starting guy, the people that matter. We've been, you know, trying to become a familiar face there. So anyway, so this is it. So, all right, well, you guys go get a drink. These videos are really long with nothing but a bunch of jibber jabbering in them. You guys go get a drink. I've already got some Mountain Dew. It's right in there. And I'm gonna put these plugs in. You guys get back. Maybe we'll go for a test ride, maybe not. The weather's kind of questionable. So anyway, let's get to work. It ain't gonna get done with me staying here talking about it. I don't think you need to see me change this plug. That's, you know, we can all do that. All right, okay, real quick, like, we've got it all hooked up. We've got our mass air and stuff back on. I think we used probably 5 wire nuts in all, so that should make it really fast. We kind of got everything as neat as it's gonna get, so whatever. We've got our bottle in. Sorry about that. Let's cruise over here real quick, like. Got a bottle in. Got we just heated up in the sink for a few minutes, so we're ready for our first. Just rev it up, pop the purge a few times, see what's going to go on. So let's get to that right now.